What's up, everybody? It is your girl here, GenuinelyDivine, coming at you today with a video all about Pisces. Today we're going to be talking about the negative, the dark-sided traits of a Pisces. As a disclaimer, you guys, I am not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. We all have a chart, we have a personal chart, and we are all zodiac signs. We just display them in different areas of our lives. But those who have Pisces on the sun, the moon, rising, 8th house, even Pisces stellium people, I am talking about these type placements in a birth chart. Not you in specifically, but these are some of the traits that can possibly take place. The only way to truly understand yourself and to heal from astrology and also to grow from astrology, you must first pull your own personal birth chart or have an astrologer do it for you so that you can truly understand yourself. My videos are a general overview of that particular zodiac sign, the house that it rules, and also the ruling planet of that zodiac sign. So without further ado, you guys, let's get into the dark-sided traits of a Pisces. So, as we all know, Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign of all the zodiac signs. It is the very last one. Pisces rules the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of isolation, illusions. It is the house of jails, asylums, secret enemies. It is a very spiritual house. The 12th house is all things that are heading away from view. So this is the secret house that Pisces rules. Pisces is also polar opposite to Virgo, which means that Pisces can carry a lot of Virgo type traits, but they can also carry them in one of the most negative ways. Another thing about Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is the god of the sea. Neptune rules illusions. You know, it is the planet of creativity, imagination. You know, we all be thinking about what's going on under the sea. Ever since we watched The Little Mermaid, of course, we feel like there's life under the sea, right? Pisces people are in the world, but they are not of the world, okay? So, as you guys know, you've watched my Pisces woman 10 things, and you've watched my Pisces men 10 things. Also, you've watched my video Pisces, the intuitive servant. And you all know that I really like Pisces. So if anything I say in this video make you feel offended in any way, you shouldn't. It's zodiac, it's astrology, and you have a whole personal birth chart with degrees and aspects, okay? So if I say something in this video and you do resonate with it, then of course now you're learning about yourself. It's only to help you to grow from it and to understand yourself a little bit better and those who are around you. Pisces overall, they're just the type of people, they're very creative, they're very imaginative. They are the type of people to be easily influenced by other people. It's just something about them. They've lived through all the zodiac signs, which means they have the personality traits of all zodiac signs. So when they get in group settings, a lot of times they don't know who to become or who to be. So what they do is they mimic the people who are around them, because this is also a mutable sign, which means they adapt to their environment, right? So a lot of Pisces people deal with personality disorders, where they are the type of people, they just don't know how to truly fit in without finding someone to attach to and then becoming that person, okay? I feel like that's a dark-sided trait, because when you're easily influenced, it means that you're easily taken advantage of in a lot of different type situations. A lot of times for me, I've noticed about Pisces people is they refuse to fight for anything. A lot of times they just are the type of people to really give up. And I feel like this is one of the negative traits of a Pisces, is that they don't fight for anything. They feel like I'm not strong enough. They come off as being weak a lot of times because they refuse to fight for things that they love. They refuse to fight for things that matter in their life. They'll just give up and just go into isolation and try and heal themselves and try to emerge as something greater. But sometimes, Pisces, you have to fight for whatever it is that you believe in and what truly matters to you. So I do find that to be pretty on the negative side for Pisces. The thing that I notice about Pisces people as a negative is that they are totally unreliable. You cannot rely on Pisces, okay? Pisces are good people. You ever heard the saying? Pisces are good to have, but they're difficult to hold on to. That's a very true saying for Pisces people, okay? Because they're really good people. They're really good people when it comes to being able to talk to them. They're very compassionate. You know, they will listen to you. They'll want to give you the most encouraging words to motivate you and to inspire you. But at the same token, they don't give that same motivation or that same inspiration back to themselves, or they don't live by the same rules. Now, when it comes to responsibilities for Pisces people, they try to avoid them in all aspects, okay? This is the negative side. This is the dark-sided trait of a Pisces. If you are the type of person, you take care of your responsibilities and you are a Pisces, congratulations. This is for people who don't. There are Pisces who will possibly live with their parents for a very long time, if not forever. Or they will have to find someone to live off of, because Pisces are the type of people, they will forget. Remember, Neptune rules the sea, the subconscious. This is water we're dealing with. And so this water makes Pisces stay in their heads a lot of times. Sometimes they will forget to pay a bill, or they'll forget, you know, or even if they know they have to pay something, because they're so imaginative and creative and create all these illusions in their minds. They're like, oh, well, don't worry about that. I can just do this. And then when they start realizing that you made a big mistake by avoiding this responsibility, now here comes the problems. And when the problems come, they're going to try and find a solution to solve the problem. They usually find themselves in a realm of trouble, and that's like their chances are they're gonna go to drugs, they're gonna go to alcoholism, they're gonna go to something that's gonna be more taboo or more dark traits related, because now they have to survive and they don't know how. You know, first of all, because they already have this personality disorder, so they don't know how to do this. And this is why I feel like Pisces were deemed as the weakest zodiac sign, is because they don't fight. And then a lot of times it's like it's very hard for them to stand up and face their responsibilities in life. But in all actuality, I do know some Pisces who are extremely responsible, but I also know a lot more Pisces who are not responsible, who do tend to, you know, cause a lot of problems for people who love them. You know, they create a lot of problems for their moms, their dads, their siblings, their spouses. You know, it's just like even their co-workers to a certain extent, depending on what type of relationship they have. But let's get back to Pisces are good to have, but very difficult to hold on to. They're really good to have because of the simple fact Pisces are the type of people, they will talk to you. They are the most empathetic people that you will probably ever meet. You can load all your problems onto a Pisces and they'll just be there listening to you, and they will feel what you feel, and you'll feel comfortable talking to them, which makes them good. Right? Makes them good to have in your life. It's good to have them. But what makes them hard to hold on to is that they don't know who they are. They don't know where they belong. They don't know why they are here. So with that being said, it's like you're dealing with a very conflictual person who don't know who they're going to be from one day to the next day. That's why they are represented. Their symbol is the two fishes, one going one way and one going the other way. Their state of mind is always in confusion to a certain extent. They're here in reality, but then they're also in the imaginary world. Sometimes dark-sided Pisces people, when they feel certain emotions, they don't even know why they're feeling like that. Sometimes they're like, and why am I sad? Or why do I feel scared? Why do I feel a certain type of way? Because these are the Pisces who haven't really learned their powers, their strengths, and how to become an individual. So I feel like it's a negative trait for Pisces. They have strong intuition, which is wonderful because it's a powerful tool to be able to know things or have a feeling about things. That's a really good compass for life to take you through life, right? But the thing about dark-sided Pisces people they don't know how to decipher between intuition and imagination. So Pisces is the sign of self-undoing. So a lot of Pisces on the dark side, they actually create a lot of chaos and a lot of problems in their life because they react off of intuition rather than facts. And a lot of times it is their imagination that is taken over. So a lot of dark-sided Pisces people don't have a lot of friends because they don't know what's real and what's not. So a lot of times they find themselves in situations where they're pushing people away for no apparent reason. Mainly just because of their imagination, what they thought, you know. But a lot of times they can be extremely wrong. They are intuitive, but at the same token, they are also imaginative. So they need to know how to decipher between the two. And a lot of Pisces people on the negative side, the dark-sided Pisces, they don't know the difference. So they ruin a lot of relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, marriages, mother and child relationship, father and child, you know, all kinds of relationships. Now, as we all know, Pisces is a water sign, and wherever water is sneaky. So Pisces can be the gossiping ones. You know, they are polar opposite to Virgos. Virgos are very critical. They analyze like almost every situation. So for Pisces to share the same pole, the same axis with Virgo, a lot of Pisces people can be very critical. They can, but in a negative way, where they talk about people constantly all the time behind their backs. So a lot of times they talk about people, even their friends, their family, everybody. They can talk about people behind their back extremely bad, and they could have just been smiling in that person's face and having the greatest conversation ever, but then they will talk about them. And even people who are extremely good to Pisces people, they can also, dark-sided Pisces people, they can treat those people extremely horrible, make them feel so bad, so down and out. And I feel like that is a really bad, that's one of the worst dark-sided traits of a Pisces person, is they don't find value or true value in people or friendships or relationships or whatever. I just feel like they can just be extremely two-faced in that way, kind of like similar to a Gemini in my interpretation. And I just feel like that's just so sad, but that's on the dark side for Pisces. Pisces people, they hate to say no. They hate to disappoint people. So a lot of they'll say yes. Let's just say you ask a Pisces person, or you know, a Pisces archetype person, and you're like, hey, you want to go out this Saturday? We're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be a girls trip. It's gonna be a all guy trip, whatever. They're like, you know what? Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's cool. And in all actuality, when Pisces said, yeah, it's cool, I'll be there, you know, it was actually really good intentions. Their intentions were to really be there because they were vibing off the people that they were standing around, and they were like, yeah, I feel it. But then when Saturday comes and it's like, Pisces like, ugh, I really want to go around there, I want to do this, whatever. So then they will isolate themselves. They may not answer their phones. They may not answer their text messages or emails or anything like that, because they don't really want to go, because now they're trying to find a way to get out of it. They don't want to go because they're in a mood, and the mood is, I don't really want to deal with their energy today. I don't want to, right? So in the process of that, when someone confronts them about it, like, why you didn't answer your phone, why you didn't talk, they will get extremely upset about that, because a person had the nerve to, you know, ask them a question and they're out of concern. So they'll get all upset about it, and they will probably talk about that person like a pure D dog, like an animal that has no type of owner or anything, nowhere to go. They would talk about them so badly, and behind their backs, of course, not in their face, you know. It's so sad that they feel that way. It just seems like they should be more upfront. So Pisces people, if you are dealing with this dark-sided trait, the best way to handle this situation is to always speak your truth. Always speak your truth. If you feel like you want to say no, say no. And if somebody invites you to something, instead of saying, yes, I will be there, say, hey, let me think about it. I will let you know. And make sure you let them know. But give yourself some time to really think about it and to know if this is something you really want to do. Because people will look at you as being a liar, you know, someone who they just cannot rely on. And then after a while, your well is going to run dry, and people are going to just kind of like put a lot of distance between you and them. And then you'll find yourself all alone without any friends or anyone, and then you will be living in total isolation. So keep that in mind if you are dealing with a dark-sided trait. So overall for Pisces, when it comes to their positive traits, they're compassionate, you know, they're sensitive, they are adaptable and extremely spiritual people. But when it comes to the negative traits for Pisces people, they can be these heavily burdened type people. They can also be vague, you know, totally unreliable and extremely vulnerable. So let me know down in the comments, which of the dark-sided traits of Pisces do you guys deal with, or what on a day-to-day basis, or with people who are Pisces around you. And also, like for me to do your zodiac signs dark-sided traits, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will be happy to oblige. Until the next time, you guys, I wish you so much love, peace, and so many wonderful blessings. Bye.